Hello, League. This is your commissioner, Commissioner Coates, coming to you live with the 2025 State of the League address. Now, to kick things off, I would like to congratulate our 2024 Manager of the Year, regular season champion, and of course, the Cowboy Cup champion, my friend Henry Winkelhake. With his dominant season last year, Henry became only the second manager to win multiple Cowboy Cups. He became only the second manager to win both the regular season and the championship in the same year. And he became only the second manager to win 2 regular seasons. So a lot of accolades collected by Mr. Winkelhake last year. And he also picked up a lifetime accolade too. He now has the title for highest career win percentage in the Wild Wild West. So congratulations to Henry on a fantastic season, one of the best this league has ever seen. I would also like to welcome our newest manager to the league, Jason, the smallest one, Mioza. Jason, we are thrilled to have you in the league. We all have faith in you to just pick up fantasy baseball really quickly and just become a competitive manager, presumably in year one. I feel like you have already really grasped the competitive nature of this league, kicking us off with an outstanding accountability check. Jason, we think you'll be a fantastic addition to the league, and we are excited to have you. Now, I wanted to take a moment to reflect on the 2024 season. The year kicked off in absolute pandemonium, with Brock chickening out of his last place punishment, and then hours upon hours of arguing ensuing after that. Things really never calmed down from there either. I would say that last year was probably I'd say it was the most unpredictable season in Wild West history, with only 2 Sneetches making the playoffs. And, ultimately, despite the have-nots' best effort, it did turn out to still be a Sneetches league. But it was the closest we have gotten to a full-on mutiny. And it sure seems that chaotic energy has carried on through this offseason. From the Fantrax experiment gone wrong, switching from GroupMe to WhatsApp, Commissioner Coates accidentally deleting the league, and Sneetch and non-Sneetch tensions coming to a boil, tempers flaring over pick trades. I mean, this really is the Wild Wild West, fellas. I'm looking ahead to 2025, and it sure seems that we're in store for another drama-filled season, and fellas, I cannot wait. Now, we all know it's a tradition in the State of the League address for me to call out 2 managers. And to kick off this segment, I want to start with last year's call-outs. First person I challenged was Chris Carlin. I called him out for never having made the playoffs without a co-manager or being gifted Shohei Ohtani in a bad trade. And last year, he did manage to sneak into the playoffs. But no surprise, wasn't able to make a run. Nothing notable came from his first ever gift-free season, we'll call it. Now, the second person that I called out was Connor Taylor. I didn't just challenge him to make the playoffs. I challenged him to win a playoff matchup. Not sure if you guys saw. He did not complete that challenge. He actually came in last place. Breaking news here. He did the Waffle House challenge. He was in the bathroom stall, pants off, toes curled, just having a bad time. And frankly, he got what he deserved. So personally, I would consider that an 0 for 2 on the part of the guys that I challenged. And now I'm going to call out 2 more managers. And hopefully these guys are more up for the challenge than they were last year. And hopefully this time next year, I'm congratulating these guys on, answering the call. Now, the first one I'm going to call out is, I'll call it kind of a layup. Someone that I have never called out before in the state of the league, I should specify. But he is long overdue for some serious improvement. And of course, I'm talking about Chuck Johnson. Now, I would consider Chuck to be probably the streakiest manager in the league. Looking through our league history document, going back to 2021, there seems to be a little bit of a trend for Mr. Johnson. He went good season, bad season, bad season. So it feels like this is time for Chuck to prove that the last 2 years were just a bad streak. If we see 3 bad seasons in a row, I'm afraid it's not just streakiness. I'm afraid it's just bad management. So I need to see Chuck get back on a good streak. I need to see him in the playoffs. That is my challenge. Have a good regular season, finish top 7, and prove to us that you're not a bottom tier manager, because right now all the evidence is stacked against you. Now, the second manager that I'm going to call out is well aware of the pressure that they are facing in the 2025 season. He's been called out more this offseason than anyone else in league history. And for good reason. And it's Connor Taylor. Yes, I know. I called out Connor last season. And I normally like to call out different people every year. But his situation has changed so drastically since this time last year that I think it's warranted. Connor Sneechhood is on the line. And, there's a lot of pressure on him to rise to the occasion, have a good regular season, and make the playoffs. He's got a lot of doubters that he needs to silence, including people in his own camp. I'm not afraid to admit it. I don't think Connor should be in the Sneeches right now. He's career below 500. His only accolade in the league history sheet was a 2020 championship. I mean, I think there's more evidence that suggests Connor should not be in the group than there is suggesting that he should. So Connor, I'm challenging you to make the playoffs this year and prove to me that you are a top tier manager. Well, league, that's all I have for you today. Thank you all for joining in for the 2025 State of the League address. I am hyped for another season of fantasy baseball with you idiots. Let's have a good, clean draft. No arguing, no drama, no threatening to quit the league. Let's go, guys. We can do it. Time for some more fantasy baseball. Let's go.